Hi folks, welcome to Carl's Vape Reviews once again. Welcome to the video. Tonight I have a rebuildable tank atomizer for review, and it's a stonky one at that. I purchased this actually from Shane at ecig1.co.uk, and it is the EHpro collaboration with Eciggity, the Billow V2, and it's straight off the bat. It's one of the best tanks I've used, RTA tanks, since the K-Fun days, the K-Fun Light days. I never had the Billow V1, so I'm not going to compare it with the Billow V1, but I can tell you some of the changes that were made from V1 to V2. Now, EHpro have obviously and Eciggity have revamped this with improved features, such as the glass section here, now like a barrel type. Compared to the bottom, is 23mm, but it still keeps its 22mm base to allow it to hold 5ml of e-liquid still. And obviously the 22mm base at the bottom allows it to sit flush on your 22mm devices or box mods such as this Eciggity 100W plus. Stainless steel and glass, like I've said. The drip tip is a Dalrymple stainless steel hybrid, wide bore type, double O-ring. We'll go down for close-ups and look at the packaging, what you get in the packaging, etc. The airflow is a lot bigger than it used to be on the V1. There's no pissing about with screws now for filling, which is the main one of the main selling features of this, is that you can take your deck, unscrew the deck from the tank section and the chimney section, and mess with your deck whilst still keeping the juice in the glass tank, which is a major feature for most people. I love the teardrop design on the top and bottom of the device. We'll show you in close-ups. Obviously, the camera doesn't focus in very well. I'm just showing little bits there, but it's a fantastic device. There's all the energy in it at the moment, so it's just getting a little bit what's in the deck section at the moment. The airflow is just about right, wide open for me. It's bang on, and rebuilding this deck is a lot easier. The cotton placement's a lot easier. So I believe from the Billow V1 or from any other RTA that I've used on the market, and it's very similar in a way to how the Epoch D1 works. With there's some tiny little wells on this deck like there is on the Epoch D1, but they're not as pronounced as you're on the Epoch because of the deck design on the Billow V2. So, but EHpro at the moment have got some really stunning tanks out. And they've also got a Sub-Ohm tank coming out as well, which is the S1, which is their take on the Sub-Ohm tanks. But I'm yet to see one of them in the flesh. But this is all about the Billow V2 today, and I've left it empty for a purpose because we're going to go down for close-ups. I'm going to just rinse it out, and I'll show you the deck. I won't do a build on this or anything because I've got the build in here at the moment and it's working fantastic, but I can show you still how easy it is or on camera I can show you how easy it is to build the coils and re-wick this. So we'll go straight down for close-ups, guys. Alright guys, here we are close up with the EHpro Billow V2 collaboration with Eciggity, and this is the box it comes in. We'll go into manual focus because it's easier. There we go. And there's the websites on the box. It has a security code on the back, and Billow V2, etc. Warnings at the top, and see that. Not much else on the box there. EHpro and Eciggity on that side, and then it's a slide open box. Put that to one side. and it's open the flap and we get the instruction manual, which is pretty decent with pictures, pretty decent manual that comes with this, parts list, etc. So yeah, that's a decent manual that comes with this, a user manual. Nice to see with these atomizers. Some Muji cotton and a couple of coils there. That looks like either 26 or 24 gauge that does there, and they look like 3mm diameter coils to me. In the box is a blue screwdriver, the famous blue screwdriver, loads of O-rings and spare screws in there, and then the pièce de la résistance, which is the atomizer. So what we'll do is we'll put all this stuff away and plop that onto there. Right, let's go in close. That is a thing of beauty, in my opinion. And we'll start at the top. That is the dowel ring and stainless steel hybrid drip tip. Part dowel ring at the bottom and stainless steel at the top. The dowel ring at the bottom is to sort of dissipate heat better. It's a double O-ring drip tip, but I have tried other drip tips on there. I've got a plastic one here that fits in nicely. Where's my other one's gone? Just a normal stainless steel one I've got here. Take it off my other. That fits in there nicely as well. It's just a Vape Life one. So yeah, other drip tips do fit in there, but there's, you know, it's not extremely wide bore, but it is a wide bore drip tip. Millimeters wise, it's about 9mm diameter across there, should I say. So that's the drip tip. What we do is we screw the base off like so, dead easy, and that's your build deck and that's your tank. Now we'll have a look at the build deck in a second. This tank does come apart by unscrewing the top and the bottom like so, and then what you've got here is the top section with single O-ring on there, and there's an O-ring. There's an O-ring around the edge here. I always try to show you all the O-rings so as when you wash it, you know what's you don't lose any of these under washing them. And then there's one inside here as well at the top inside there. So there's two O-rings on that top section there. Let's put that down there. A little bit wet at the moment, so excuse if it's a bit wet. There's an O-ring on the top here. The threading on this is gorgeous. That's the Eciggity EHpro logo, and this is your whole chimney section. So the two-piece, without the glass, it's a two-piece tank section that screws top and bottom, but that is also now your chimney section here, and them four holes there are where you fill the tank up, and which is also where the juice flows back through them holes to feed this deck section here. Now what we'll do is, it's a nice thick piece of glass as well, that is really nice. We'll push that back on there and we screw this together, making sure all your O-rings are in properly before you start screwing everything together. And then that's your tank section, and I'll show you this before we go to the deck. I'll show you the filling up. I'm going to put some Camborne crack in here from Cornish e-liquids. This is a 70/30 juice, and as you can see, you just fill it up by, this is quite a big tip on this bottle, and ease of filling is, it's fantastic. 5ml of juice, like I said, so it does take a little bit of time to fill up. So we'll just fill that up, then that's ready. Then you can fill it right up to the top, and that's full right to the top now. Just a little gap at the top. I always leave a little bit of a gap, and that's how you fill it, guys. That's your chimney section inside there as well. So put that to one side for later, and the drip tip too. And then this, let me just give this a little bit of a wipe. This is your deck and second part of the chimney section here. Now, on the base of the atomizer, there is a designed by EHpro and Eciggity, and each one of these is serial numbered. Mine is 3172, and it also has a copper 510 pin there. So on the second part of the chimney, just be careful that this O-ring is sitting in place properly, because that's what seals the chimney when you marry this together with this section, and that O-ring makes contact. What I have found sometimes, if this isn't tight, if this bit here, the second part of the chimney, isn't tight when you've screwed it on, when you unscrew the base, this does come undone slightly. So when you screw this on like that, just finger tight, not with pliers or anything, just make sure it's really tight, else it can unscrew on itself. So that's the, I'll unscrew this chimney section off now, and I'll show you the build I've got in here. Right, let's go in a bit closer on the focus. As you can see here, let's just move this cotton out of the way, and we'll get this, I'll just move it out of the way and I can push it back in again. Let's just get some more better focus on that. As you can see here, we have 4 of these juice channels now, but as you can see, there's a roundish part here. This is where the ends of your cotton sit, and there's like a little ledge here, so don't put your cotton past that ledge if you can help it, because that's where it wicks best and without any leaks if you've just got your cotton pushed in there. So what you do is you just cut your cotton off and just push it onto that ledge. Just, sorry if I go off camera a sec. So the bottom of your cotton is just sitting on that ledge there. You can see there, it's just sitting on the top of that ledge, and then your juice will wick up there to the ends of your cotton and to your coil, and you do the same all the way around. So it uses very little cotton, and you can play with the build a little bit. As you can see, it has a 2 outside negative posts and a ease of build dual center post there, positive post, and this is your airflow. Quite it's a Cyclops style elongated airflow, and I have had no problems putting the build in this at all. What I would say is I wouldn't really go over a 2.5mm diameter really. You could just fit a 3mm diameter in, because how close this, when this is on here now, I'll show you when I screw this back on, the build is quite close to the edges of the, so you could get some shorting out if you start putting bigger than that 2.5mm diameter coils in there. That's my experience with it anyway. So I'm using 2.5mm diameter coils on this. As you can see, 4 slots. I've had no wicking, no wicking issues with this, no dry hits. I've had no leaks. The only time you'll get a leak is if you haven't put enough cotton in here and you've sparsed a little bit and it's not sitting on the ledges properly. So just sit them on the ledges and try to keep the cotton, just put your screwdriver, a little tiny screwdriver in there, and move it away from the edges of this airflow hole here. Although it's got a step on it to stop juice going down, sometimes if the cotton's touching the top of this airflow hole, it can just sort of seep juice down there from time to time. But it's a piece of piss build. It really is easy to build. So let me just stick my wicks back on them ledges again, because I've moved it slightly. We have an O-ring at the bottom here, and then this is your airflow ring. It's easier to turn when I've got it to, but this does come off as well for cleaning purposes. You know, that will pull off as well, and there's an O-ring underneath there that gives you the tension on the resistance on the airflow ring. So yeah, easy dual coil build in these because of the twin hole center post. And what we do is, once you've got your cotton in place, very carefully, when you know your cotton's in place, right, is when you start screwing it, you've got no cotton visible in them channels, only on the ledge, and then you just screw that on like so, tight. Make sure it's tight, and then if you need to mess around with any cotton in there, just move it slightly with your, but don't start forcing it down. So we'll just come slightly away a little bit, and then all you do then is you get your tank that we filled up earlier, and then you marry the two together and just screw it together like so. And that's all there is to it. And if you need to fill your tank up or mess with your build, just unscrew the base upside down and like so, and fill up or mess with your build. Absolute fantastic features, and like I said, I've had no leaking with this at all, and it's really is a good looking tank as well. And then we tip it up, we'll see the wick in there, stick the drip tip on, all to the airflow. The airflow's got a really nice tension to it, not, you know, if you wanted it just a little bit open, it's not going to move at all. It's got a really nice tension, not overly stiff, but it's stiff enough not to move resistance wise. And that's the close-ups, guys, of the Billow V2. Really nice looking tank. I like the barrel design, 23 tapering down to 22 at the bottom, really good. So that's it for the close-ups, guys. We'll go back up to the top and we'll have a vape on this, and you can see the performance. See you up at the top. Hi folks, welcome back up. I've got it on my Eciggity 100 watt plus, and I've got it set at, that build you saw in there was 0.5 ohms. I'll show you on the camera. 27 watts, 0.5 ohms, point out 3.8 volts. And well, I'll take a toke on it. Fantastic. Knock it up a little bit. I could get away with 30 watts on there. Lovely jubbly, absolutely lovely. Wicks like a dream, absolute dream. I've had no leaking, like I've said, I've had no leaking from this. You see bubbles were coming up there now, wicking really good. If you get that, your NG cotton on them ledges nice, Just have a little play about with the ends of your cotton, so you get it on them ledges. You won't have no leaking problems. You'll have no dry hit problems. That's it. The build's dead easy with the coils because of the, like I said, the twin hole positive center post. So you can screw one coil down first, then build the other one and screw the other one in after. It's just fantastic. The only thing I can say is this drip tip does get a bit warm, even though it's got Delrin on. It still does get a bit warm on this build I've got in here. It's only, you know, it is a Sub-Ohm build, so I'm expecting it to get a little bit warm, but it can get a little bit too warm at times. But you can solve that by, you know, if you want to use a little stumpy, or I've got a black Delrin. The flavour from this is absolutely stunning, and you know, it is really good. You've got to try it to believe it. And the looks of it, fantastic, absolutely great. The looks of it is. Let me just show it you on a. I know this is a DNA. This is a borrowed DNA 40 from Steve at Angel Fire Mods. I will send it you back, Steve. That's on a DNA 40, a Hannah style box. Let's just have a vapor on there. It hasn't come up as new coil, so unscrew, call, back on again. Fantastic. So stop pissing about, Carl, and just tell them what you think of it. I think it is, like I've said in the first part of the video, the best rebuildable tank atomizer since the K-Fun for me. The features that work for me, and the selling features for me, are ease of use, i.e. the filling of the juice, messing around with the deck without taking your juice out. The flavour's outstanding. The looks of it is outstanding. I just love the looks. The airflow is bang on for me with this 0.5 ohm build. Not too airy, not overly airy, and not too tight. It's just bang on for me. Like I said, the looks fantastic, and the price, you know, for a kit like this, you know, what comes in the box, some cotton, even coils, you know, all you need is juice and you're ready to go. And it's £28.99 from ecig1.co.uk. So if you're after a rebuildable tank atomizer that has great flavour, great use, ease of use, this is the one to get, guys. This is the one to get. I take this when I'm out and about now. This is what comes with me now. Some of my Sub-Ohm tanks I've not used for a bit since I've had this the last few days, and it is very, very, very good, very good. So I can't recommend it enough. That's my opinion. You know, look at other reviews of it, but my opinion as a YouTube reviewer of vaping devices, this to me from EHpro and Eciggity is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So if you want to contact me, guys, or leave comments on the video under the YouTube video, or you can leave comments on the forum, AAEC forum, which I'm affiliated to. Richo71 is the avatar, or you can contact me on Facebook or Twitter. My links are on the YouTube webpage for that, Google Plus up there as well. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.